Hey all, welcome to this channel, Learn to Excel. You're with me, Shamila. So in continuation with the basics on Excel, today we're going to cover a few other details which is available on the Home tab. In the previous session, we went through some details which is available on this grouping clipboard. Also, we went through the font grouping and some of the alignment grouping, right? So in today's session, we will cover a few of the details which is available over here. So I have a sample data over here which will help us in this training session. So let's get started. So if you look at the alignment grouping, right, we get to see a lot of details over here. We went through a few of this in the previous session. If you want to do a left alignment, center alignment, or a right alignment, let's look at how that works. Let's pick. So before doing that, we have to select the range of data where we want to implement that change. So I have selected this particular column and I want it to be aligned to center. Okay, so if we see that the change has happened, it has moved the details to center. So if I want a right alignment, if I click on that, it will bring the data to the right alignment. Now I wanted to see it in the left alignment, so I keep it at the left alignment. So that's how this alignment works. There's also this option for alignment of the text. Let's look at how this works. Let's take example of this particular cell, right? And I want to see this counterclockwise, right? So if you see that particular cell, it shows text in that alignment. Or if I want to change that to a vertical text, I do that, right? Or if I want to see it rotate text up, so what will happen is, if you see, the text will begin from the bottom, right? So that's how this particular tab functions. This becomes useful when we are working on various graphs, charts, or where we have too much of information and we want to look at the data in a different alignment. Okay, so that's with regard to the alignment of the text. So in this case, I want it to be in a normal text. So I'll just undo this one, right? So, okay, and I have it in the previous. The other way to do this is, say for example, I have this one in a particular alignment. Okay, let's pick another one. Okay, this is in a different alignment. Well, rest of the data or the title is in a different alignment. So if I want to have a similar alignment which is there on rest of the columns, I can also use paint format painter. This brush I can use. So I will click on the cell which I want to copy to the other cell. Then I will click on this, right? Then as I click on that, if you can see, there's a border formed over there. That means it's still under the copy mode and we can paste it into whichever cell we want to paste that formatting into, right? So we see that formatting got copy pasted over there. So that's how this format painter works. It's very helpful whenever we want to change formatting of something. So what it does is it picks the formatting of a cell and it pastes to wherever we want it to be. Okay, so that's with regard to the format painter and the alignment. There's also this increase indent or decrease indent, these two options. So that basically is to ensure that the content in that cell is moved wherever we want to. Let's take example of increase indent. So if you see there, it will keep moving the text, or if you want it to remain at wherever it was, we use that. Right, so we can use that cell as well. So if you see here, if I want to move the entire range of cells, I can select the entire range and then click on this increase intent or decrease intent. Right now, I want it to remain at the corner, so I keep it at that. So if you just hover over that particular symbol, right, it will actually read through what that particular symbol will be helping us to, right? So if you see here, it shows details about increase intent to move the content farther away from the cell border, right? And the decrease intent to move closer to the cell border. So that's how this helps. There's also another field called wrap text. This is basically whenever the text is too long and we want to put it in the view of a particular cell. Say, for example, the cell is like this. Okay, this particular column is like this. So if you see here, the words that we have over here, discount band, it's not fully visible. So if we want to keep the column size same, but ensure that this is visible, we can use the wrap text. So what wrap text will do is within that cell, it'll try to fit in the words and ensure it is visible to us. So that's what wrap text will do. And if we want to remove that, we can just click on it and it will go off. Another option that is available over here is for merging the cells. This comes handy when we want to put in some title to a particular table or so, right? So in this case, let's say that we want to merge all of these cells. I will select all the cells over here. So here I've selected from A to L, and I'm going to click on merge and center. So what it does, it'll merge that particular cell into one. All the cells are merged into one. So here, if in case I type something, sales the quarter. So if I do that, it'll show the text in the center because that is what we chose over here, right? So we chose merge and center. So that's how this merge and center merge option will help us. So say we want to merge multiple cells together, we just select that range and we say merge, right? It'll just merge all the cells and make that as one particular cell. Okay, so if I want to undo anything, there is also a shortcut where we can undo this, or we can use this option which is available over here. So it will show all the prior actions that we took, and whichever we want to undo, we can just do that. So here I'm going to click on undo merge cells. So that will undo. So this option that you see over here is for undoing whatever previous action that we did. And this one is to redo, right? So if I click on redo merge cells, it will reverse whatever I had undone, right? So now I want to undo it. I don't want to merge the cells. So I click on the undo merge cells. So that's how this option works. So we have covered all these options, grouping like clipboard, font, and alignment. Let's look at a few other details as well over here. So we, in the number formatting, we get to see some other options as well. This is basically the first option that we see is basically for the accounting formatting. It's primarily related to the money symbols that we have for each of the countries. So here for US, we have dollars. Is their currency, right? Instead of money, we should say currency, right? The currency of US is dollar. For UK, it is pound. For Europe, it is euro. So like that, we have various options over here. So if you click on more accounting formats, you will get to see even rupees over here. All right. So if you just scroll down and see, you can get to see rupees as well in various languages over here within the state, right? So whatever currency symbol that we are using, so you can use that, right? So say for this particular unit sold, right? The number formatting, say we, this is actually some money, right? Just let's take an example. This is a currency, right? And if you want to change that to dollars, we can do that. Or if we want to just keep it to normal, so you go to the options over there and you say number, and you say you want in what decimals. You want 2 decimal points or 1 decimal. Here units, I do not want in any decimal, so I keep it at 0. So there are various other options also over here. You can we can go through this in the forthcoming sessions, but for now, basics. So we'll just cover this one. Okay, so that's with regard to the currency formatting. Also, we have percentage. Whenever we want to use a percentage, then we can use that as well. Okay, this increase a decimal point, decrease decimal point is basically whenever we want to have some decimal points to any of the numbers that we have. It could be units or it could be dollars or whatever, right? In this case, say I want to see at uh, 3 decimal points. So you just increase that. Or if you want to see only no decimal point at all, you use the decrease decimals, right? You select the data range and you click on over here. Okay, so this is with regard to the few of the basic details which is available on the home tab. But there are a few more which is there. Maybe we can cover that in the next session. I hope you like this session and the topics covered today. In case you want to learn more and you have any suggestions, please leave the suggestions in the comments box. Thanks so much. Please do like and share.